Good afternoon. This is Kevin Gilmore from the National Weather Service New Orleans Baton Rouge office located in Slidell, Louisiana. This is your weekly weather briefing for Thursday, February 6th. Starting out with a situation overview, which will discuss any weather hazards we may see in the next 5 to 7 days. Starting with tonight, we're going to be seeing some dense fog yet again. For all land areas and adjacent marine areas, we do have a dense fog advisory that is just been in effect for tonight, going through early Friday morning. We'll see these continued morning fog chances continuing each morning, even going into the upcoming weekend. Other than that, temperatures are staying very warm. If you've noticed, it's been very nice out, and that's going to continue all the way through this weekend and next week. We may be even surpassing daily high record temperatures for a few locations, also staying very warm overnight with near record warm lows for several locations. And then coming up here, we're going to discuss a small pattern change around the corner coming up starting Tuesday with better daily generally hit or miss rain chances starting Tuesday all the way through late next week. First, a little bit more detail about that dense fog that we're going to be expecting later tonight and early Friday. Pretty much all locations are going to be seeing dense fog. What you see here is a forecast visibility chart for southeast Louisiana and southern Mississippi, showing you what the visibility is going to be in miles. So as you see there, 0.3, 0.1 miles. That's dense fog for a lot of areas. Again, this is valid 7 a.m. Friday morning, so be aware for your early morning commute on Friday. We will be having those fog concerns. Now, as far as when it will develop, we may see some of this fog developing from marine areas first, going in later tonight, starting between 9 p.m. to around midnight. And then the land really starts to see the more of that widespread dense fog developing, and it'll persist all the way through around early to mid-morning. But be aware as well that we could have some fog across those marine areas that linger into the late morning hours on Friday, so be aware of that during your morning commute. Now, with a whole forecast overview for Baton Rouge, New Orleans, and Gulfport, we can show you that, yeah, it's staying really warm for the next several days. 83 for Baton Rouge. That's very warm. Same for New Orleans as we look at Saturday. Rain chances on the low side, however, they start to perk back up starting Tuesday into Wednesday, but the temperatures stay warm. So the big key takeaway here is staying warm and no freezing temperatures are expected through at least the middle to later parts of next week. And here we're going to discuss a little bit more in detail about that small pattern change next week. This is generally from Tuesday through Friday. What we're going to actually end up seeing is these storm track, these low pressure centers are going to be a little bit more frequently developing. And it's going to be tracking from generally the southern plains or around Texas up through the mid-Mississippi Valley region to around the mid-Atlantic states. And these will be about every day or two. We'll have a new system develop and swing across this area moving pretty fast. And with us being on the southern edge of these low tracks, we'll be on the warmer, wetter side. However, we'll be furthest displaced from where we could see the heaviest rainfall, which could even be some flooding concerns from the Arklatex up the Tennessee Valley region getting into the mid-Atlantic states. So that's where they're going to see a lot more heavy rain for the next several days going up through next week. But for us down here, it's more just going to be an enhancement of these daily rain chances every day, Tuesday through Friday, while that cooler air is going to be staying put up to our northwest. That will not be coming down here through the next 5 to 7 days. And this pretty much illustrates what I'm talking about with this is your average forecast rainfall totals for southeast Louisiana and southern Mississippi, Tuesday through Thursday. And as you can see, you got better or higher rain chances as you get a little bit further north, especially the Florida parishes up into southern Mississippi. But again, key takeaway here is do not expect all-day washouts during this period. Some days will be drier than others, and some areas could see heavier rain than what you're seeing here. This is just an average forecast. So be aware, keep your umbrella handy as we go through middle to later parts of next week. And this illustrates as well where that cooler air is being locked up to the northwest of us while we remain warm. So due to that, that's where in the middle we're going to have that storm track and we will see a little bit more higher rain chances as described here in the next 6 to 10 days. Just a wetter pattern, middle to later parts of next week can be expected. And just to summarize what we all just discussed, we got the dense fog expected tonight. That'll continue for the next few mornings. Staying warm every day, near to surpassing daily record highs for a few locations. And we just discussed there the small pattern change coming up with better daily hit or miss rain chances starting generally Tuesday, going all the way through late week while staying very warm.